Support for the Bittersweet Life comes from Emergency. Remember the story I told on a recent episode about Samad in Iraq? He stepped on a landmine as a child, losing both his legs. Emergency was there to help him, offering free, high-quality health care. Emergency is an effective and trustworthy charity that focuses on sustainable, long-term, quality health care. They build hospitals around the globe and empower local people by training them to be staff. They work across the world in countries affected by war and poverty, with active projects in Afghanistan, Eritrea, Iraq, Italy, Sierra Leone, Sudan, Uganda, and Yemen. Emergency solely relies on generous supporters, so if you would like to donate and support their incredible work, just search Emergency NGO and donate today. That's N as in November. Emergency NGO.
Hello, I'm Katie Sewell, and this is A Bittersweet Moment with Tiffany Parks.
Hello and welcome to The Bittersweet Life. I'm Tiffany Parks, and this is your midweek Bittersweet Moment. I'm sitting here with Julia Charity.
Hi.
Julia is an old friend of mine who has lived in Rome for maybe even longer than me. How long have you been in Rome?
I've been here about 24 years. Maybe?
24 years. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I thought I'd been here a long time, 17 years. That's great. So you are British by nationality.
Yeah, that's right. Full blood British.
And the reason that I'm talking to Julia today is because even though this is going to be airing a few days from now, tonight we are recording this on the night of the final of the European Cup, what we would call in the States soccer championship, what you would call in Britain football, of course.
Not soccer.
No, not soccer. Soccer's a bad word. Let's just call it calcio. Yeah. It's easier. So if you don't know, listening, you probably do, but if you don't know, the final tonight is Italy versus England.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
That's why I wanted to talk to you, because you are a British national, but you have lived in Italy for probably half of your life or more?
Yeah, a little bit more now, I think, yeah.
So are you an Italian citizen?
Nope, I am not. I'm married, but not an Italian citizen.
Not an Italian citizen. But you are married to an Italian.
I am, yes. He's outside barbecuing right now, and he's a Neapolitan. So, because we distinguish here, it's, we need to make sure everyone knows he's from Naples, not just Italian.
Actually, we were just talking about this on a recent episode, talking about how important it is where you come from. It's almost, I think actually it was for a bonus episode. So if you're listening and you want to have access to our bonus episodes, you can join us on Patreon. This is a bit of an aside, but Italians generally feel that their city calcio championship is more important even than the European or the World Cup.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's like back home, everyone gets involved for the nationals, but if you're a football fan, then yeah, your home squad is really the one that you need to get on team with and make sure, you let everyone know where you're from and who you cheer for. My son is conflicted about this. Half English, bit Neapolitan, bit Roman. He's like, ah!
Well, actually, that's what I want to talk about too. First, let's talk about you. Who are you going to be rooting for tonight?
England!
Yeah, actually...
100%.
You can't see this, of course, but Julia is wearing, what would you call that? An armband? An armband it's white with a big red cross.
Homemade out of my daughter's white leggings, yeah, with a red cross on it, which apparently
I thought she had her vaccine or something, and she was letting people know.
Makes me look like I want to help somebody.
But if you don't know, the English flag is the red cross on the white background, not to be confused with the Union Jack, which is, of course, the flag of the United Kingdom. But we're not talking Scotland tonight. We're not Wales. We're not Ireland, Northern Ireland. We are England and England only. So even though you've lived here, even though you feel so connected to this country, I mean, you've lived here for more than half of your life, you're still going for England.
Yeah, it's like that cheesy saying, you can take the Brit out of England, but you can't take the England out of the Brit. So, I live here, but I was raised in England. I was, I love Marmite.
gross.
It's just not going to go away at all. So
When was the last time that England won the European Cup, or have they ever?
oh God, I think it was 55 or 65. It's like a long time ago that we haven't had any satisfaction. So way beyond my lifespan. So
Is that true of the World Cup as well?
I'm not sure about the world. No, I think we haven't won anything major in a really long time. Really, I don't remember it in my lifetime. So
Okay, so that is 1 point for England. I generally will root for the underdog as a rule. If I have no connection to either of the teams, I will generally go underdog.
well, Italy won quite recently, so they won in 2006, and that was just mayhem in the streets. It was amazing. So this is the thing, is I'll be super happy if Italy win, because I do, I love Italy, and my kids are here. It would be their first really important match, and they would see all of the festivities. So it'd be amazing if Italy won. But, there's a little English bit of me that would, just die a small amount if that happened. It's conflicting.
Yeah, now what about you and your husband? Does this bring up any issues between you? Do you fight about this?
Well, he's a Naples supporter and I'm a Roma supporter.
So you already are in conflict.
Yeah, we already have that issue. So with our son, it's like, no, he's gonna be a tifoso. They call them tifoso, the fans. He's gonna be a tifoso for Roma. No, Naples. And he was born in the heart of Rome on Tiber Island, so he's really a true Roman. Well, not seventh generation, but so yeah, that kind of comes into it. There's a bit of fighting that goes on. Nothing serious though. Nothing serious. We can take it.
Do you think he's going to rub it in your face if Italy wins?
Oh, my husband's definitely going to rub it in my face. He's already been doing that. Yeah, he's already been like fight talk, whereas I'm like, oh, we're not going to do well if you pull up the fight talk, darling.
Are you going to rub it in his face if England wins?
More than anything, I'm just going to, I'm going to have to. That's my job I have to, because he's done it to me. So, of course.
And it'll be like, finally, right?
Yeah, it'll be massive relief. But even my husband has admitted, England, we haven't seen it in so long. And in England, there's this whole thing about, is football coming home? Because there's this song that we would sing in England for the football matches. It's like, it's coming home, it's coming home. It's like this big thing. So everyone's like, is it coming home though? Really this time? Because we've been so unlucky in the past. That was Germany that we lost against, I don't remember what year that was. Something like, God, when was it?
Don't ask me.
90 something. When
No clue. I was not involved in football at that time.
Oh, there's this player called Gaza, and he wept on the pitch when they lost. So it was like a big, big, big deal, obviously. But yeah.
Well, I do remember in 2006, the year that Italy won the World Cup, I remember watching the Italy-England game. And of course, England lost to Italy. It was not the final or the semifinal, but I do remember watching that with some English friends. So I get it. I get that I mean, everyone, when you think of football or soccer, as we call it in the States, you think of Italy, you think of Brazil, you think of, France and Germany and maybe Argentina. We Americans don't necessarily think of England, but it is an important national sport there.
It's very important. Yeah. I mean,
is it number one? Is it the number one sport, or is that cricket?
Number one
Rugby?
sport is going to be football. Number 2 is rugby, and I would say number 3 is cricket. It's a bit more kind of, that's a bit more of a sport you really have to dedicate to.
A little bit more upper class, right?
A little bit more upper class, yeah, I would say so, definitely. But every township has like a cricket pitch in the middle of the townships, and you watch the matches on a Sunday that takes the whole day, and it's just an excuse for everyone to get drunk. But hey, what sport isn't? So
I love that. Well, first of all, let me ask for your prediction. Who's going to win? Really, take your emotion out of it. Who's going to win, and what score are they going to win by?
Oh no, that's so hard.
I'll tell you, your husband thinks it's going to be Italy 1-0.
He thinks 1-0, does he? Well, I have to go with England. And I think it's going to be, because this is our bloody luck, it's going to be on penalties, I reckon.
I hate penalties. They make me so stressful.
Oh, me too, because it's a cheat. It's not really fair, because if it's at penalties, then both teams have played amazingly, or both have played really poorly, but, so I think that's a cheat, but I reckon it'll end up in penalties. And, yeah, I'm thinking this time we'll win by, obviously it's got to be one extra goal, so we'll win in penalties. 1-1 to lead us into penalties.
I see. Okay. The games are happening in the UK. They're happening in England. Right? I mean, this is playing at Wembley, right?
Yeah. I mean, because today is a huge day in Italy. There was the tennis as well at Wimbledon, which is the most prestigious of the British. I know this is about football, but
right.
So today we had an Italian at the Centre court at Wimbledon, who unfortunately lost. But it's a full house, and like literally people it's not one seat yes, one seat no, or two seats yes, two. It's like everyone crammed on top of each other. So that's quite like an impression when you see
That sounds like a good idea.
Not a good idea. The English haven't really been very smart with the whole COVID thing in general, I think. I don't want to anger anyone, but
Here's the question, though. Do you think that the home court advantage will help Britain? I mean, you were talking about bringing football home.
yeah, well, this would definitely bring it home. I think that is something that it influences. It does give the team an extra bit of, oomph.
Only other time I was in Europe during the World Cup before I moved here was 1998. I was on the train from Italy to Spain, and it was an overnight train. I happened to be in France when they won the World Cup, like on the train, and I heard the people screaming outside, and I was like, oh, okay, France won the World Cup. So, I mean, France won in France. I'm not sure, but I think it does give them a little bit of...
Yeah, I would say it definitely helps. Yeah, definitely. So let's hope so anyway.
Well, I don't hope so. I have to admit, I'm going to be tifosa for Italy tonight because I live here. But probably if the United States were playing, which is impossible, I would probably be cheering for them too. Because like you said, you can't really divorce yourself from the country where you were born and raised.
You can't. And I'm super lucky. I think I'm the luckiest person in this country, along with anyone else who's English living here, because whatever happens, this is a win-win. So
Exactly. We're at a party right now with about 8 Italians, including me. Technically, I am a citizen. Well, and I am a citizen. But yeah, let's say it's like 8-1. You gonna feel outnumbered?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a rough one, definitely all the way through, because I want England to win, so in my heart, so it's gonna be tough. But you guys are gonna have to put up with me too, so
I think it makes it more fun.
yeah.
Now, can I talk to your son about this?
Yeah, if he will answer you. He's a little bit shy sometimes but you can definitely try.
Maybe I'll get him and Aurelio, and maybe he'll give
a
him
group conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not sure if Leo in that context might just...
Okay, well, we'll see. We will see what happens. Thank you so much for joining me, Julia, and I'm so excited to see what happens tonight.
You're welcome.
And also, if you're looking for a tour guide of the Vatican Museums, Julia Charity is an official tour guide of the Vatican Museums. So you can just contact us, and I will hook you up with her if you're looking for a native English-speaking, excellent tour guide of the Vatican Museums.
Oh, I'm blushing. Thank you.
I am here with Leo, and Leo is... How old are you, Leo?
7.
7 years old, and you live in Rome. You're born here, your mom says, on the Tiber Island, and your dad is Italian and your mom is?
Both.
She's both? But
Yes.
where is she from?
She's from England.
That's right. Now, do you consider yourself an English boy or an Italian boy?
What does consider mean?
Do you think of yourself as an English boy or do you think of yourself as an Italian boy?
I think both.
Both. Oh, that's a good answer. Now, tonight, as you know, England and Italy are playing.
Yes.
It's a very big game.
Yeah, and if Italy wins, the whole city of Italy is gonna celebrate.
What about you? Who do you want to win?
Italy.
You want Italy to win?
Both.
Both. You want them both. But if only one team can win and only one team can win?
Interesting.
It is a hard question, right? You know who your mom wants to win?
Yeah, I know. She wants. Lei tifa per Inghilterra.
She wants...
She tifa per Inghilterra.
Now, when it comes to Italian teams, who do you tifa for? Do you go for Rome or you go for Naples?
I already did that question.
No, I asked you about Italy and England. What about Roma and Napoli?
Oh yeah, that. I would like one. I mean both, like that. They can have fun.
All right, you sounds like this is a very diplomatic child, and I guess you have to be a diplomatic child if you have an English mom and an Italian dad on the night of the European Cup finals. Now the game is going to begin in 10 minutes, so we should go, huh?
Where?
We should go outside on the terrace and watch the game.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for...
Oh, please, Italy, win!
Okay, I think he wants Italy to win. I think he just revealed that. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining me, Leo. And thanks for listening, everyone. This has been your Bittersweet Moment. Join us again. Bye.
Bye. Ciao.
I want to get this on tape. So, Julia, England lost, but by a hair. By a hair. We got to the 5th penalty kick. I mean, it was so close. How do you feel?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be so conflicted throughout the whole thing. But literally, like when Italy won, it was like, I'm so happy for Italy because this is amazing for them, and then I'm crying.
When Italy, because I mean, England scored in the 2nd minute, and it took Italy over an hour to get their 2nd goal. And you seemed to be kind of relieved when Italy scored.
Yeah. No, because everyone felt so awful when England scored immediately, and I could just feel this atmosphere of like heaviness with everyone, and it's so sad, and I'm the only one who cares that England scored. So I just want Italy to be, doing well too, so it could be a decent match.
I see. So you weren't actually happy for Italy, you were happy for the atmosphere here.
Well, the whole of Italy's atmosphere, really, because I mean, I'm here, so I'm not sad if Italy wins. I'm just so sad that England lost. For all my friends and family back home that care,
Yeah, and how much it means to them. And I always feel like the team that hasn't won in a long time, like, they feel it more.
Yeah, they really do. It's going to be so sad. I just got a text from my friend who asked me to send a picture of me and everyone here, like, watching the match, and me with my England, like, cross and everything. And he got a text from him, like, what? Just heavy heart, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but there are fireworks and they're beautiful.
And our kids are
happy.
Kids are happy.
Yeah.
Well, your son is happy. Lily seemed a little bit more like she was going for England.
She was for a while, and then she was just going for sleep, so we can't really count
She's
her.
4,
She's
okay?
fine. Yeah, she's very sleepy.
Now, during the penalty kicks, which are so stressful, I cannot deal. Were you kind of like hoping that everyone got a goal?
Yes.
I mean, that's what it seemed like.
I wanted it to be, I was cheering for everyone. It's just the most stupid thing because you can't watch a football match and just want everyone to win. But I found myself through the whole thing, like my heart wants England to win, but like I want Italy to win because it will be amazing and I'm here and my kids would love it. And yeah, so it was difficult. I wanted it to go further. I wanted it to go like the last second where it's like you have to push it to 2 extra goals.
No,
distance
no, that's too painful.
I kind of did though,
painful.
because this was just really sad. Like, it was sad.
Well, this kind of encapsulates, I think, kind of the expat life. Like
Yeah.
the whole leaving of your own country, adopting a new country. You're still part of that country, but you're also part of this country. You have
Yeah.
your feet in 2 continents,
It's
or
so
2
hard.
countries at least.
With
It's
this
hard.
kind of thing, it's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard. Like, I want to be in England and I want to be there with all my people and cheering on England properly. But then, well, it is what it is, isn't it? We made a choice.
And I gotta add, your son, hilarious. I didn't capture this on tape, unfortunately, but he was saying, oh, those English, those awful English, I want them to lose. And you're like, honey, you are English.
Yeah, I'm like, every time you say those terrible English, you're cussing yourself. Oh, dear.
Anyway, this has been so much fun. Thank you guys for listening, and enjoy your night.
Thanks to Emergency for supporting this program. Emergency is an outstanding charity that focuses on sustainable, long-term quality healthcare. Their work is centered on building hospitals and empowering local people by training them to be staff. If you'd like to support their work, search for Emergency NGO and donate today. You can also find a link in our show notes.